Sweet. This is my Lee Meriwether.
Your Lee Meriwether?
Yeah, nobody else can have her. You are mine. I'm so excited. So we're doing these little videos talking to people about Project Phoenix. Mm-hmm. And I have 10,000 questions, but we can't be here all day.
That's all right.
That's a very long day. So if you've seen the pilot at this point, if you haven't seen the pilot, then we're about to spoil the whole thing, so you need to go back and rewatch the pilot. You're the big bad of the show.
Oh, you did give it away.
I did. That's why I said watch it. You probably should have donated money at this point,
Spoiler
too.
Alert, spoiler alert.
Lee was so gracious. On the day that we shot, we had all of these sound issues. So it was like very quickly, she came in with her script and was like, okay, great, we're doing this now. And so, cut. It was like,
oh, all right, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Lee's like, okay, got it. So we had some major sound issues, and we were losing our sound person. So we had to very quickly, do a lot of script revisions at the last minute. And I'm so excited that you're a part of it. And
I'm thrilled. I think it's wonderful. It's very intriguing. I'm dying to see. Do you have other scripts?
I do.
Ready to go?
Yeah, for the Project Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. Oh,
I can't wait.
Right, yes.
There's one scene that's coming up. I said, and Katie Bowles, everybody's read it. It's like, this is either going to be the dumbest thing ever committed to film or one of the coolest, grossest, scariest things ever. It involves you.
Oh, it does.
It does. Oh. It involves a dinner scene.
What have I done? Oh, dear.
That
was what was really interesting about your script was that you kept intrigued. You were being kept intrigued by what's happening. So many times, your imagination takes over, or you go somewhere else or something. But it was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
I really am impressed.
Thank you. I'm so grateful. You've had such a very vast career.
Eclectic
anyway. Career. When you got started, because you've how many projects do you think you have on IMDb as an actress?
Oh, heavens. Oh, I have no idea.
93.
93?
93.
You counted them?
Yeah, I did. And
darn,
just as an actress. We're getting you there. We're getting you there. When you started back in the 50s, were you a contract player at that point? Were they still doing the contracts, or how did...
Actually, at one point, for a short period of time at 20th Century Fox, I could have had a contract to have a 7-year contract, and but I didn't want it. I wanted to work toward Broadway. I was a theater actress. I wanted to be able, and I remember the casting man over the phone said to me, well, because I was supposed to test for a Spencer Tracy movie, and believe it or not, I turned it down. I wanted to do theater, and he had said something that made me stop dead in my tracks. And he said, Lee, if our boys and girls here at the studio are good boys and girls, we allow them certain privileges. I went, and I got all tingly, and I said, well, then I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I turned it down.
Did you end up in New York?
Yes, I did. Eventually, I married an actor from New York, and we lived there for several years. And then we got pregnant, and we moved. And he got a series, so we moved back to Los Angeles. So I was born here, but spent a lot of time in Phoenix, Arizona, and San Francisco.
And you were the first Miss America on a Miss America telecast.
Yes. It was the first year it was televised. ABC, and I just found out not too long ago that I was crowned on September 11th, 1954.
Wow.
It was listed as one of the things that happened on this particular date, and there's, of course, the Twin Towers and all that. And I went, and there was my name below the Twin Towers. I went, what? And I said, oh, it was? And I went searching, trying to find my mother kept really a good scrapbook, and I said, September 11th. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, yes, it was very exciting, and ABC was the sponsor, the network, And somehow I appeared on, shortly thereafter, on 2 Philco television playhouses, which were on NBC.
Yep. That was the first. That's
Yeah.
how they. That's the 1st credit they have. So I guess technically then it was to be 90. What did I say? 98 or 93? What did I say?
Which?
How many credits you had?
Yes, I guess 90, 95.
I guess it would be So because they're not counting because that wasn't Miss America wasn't. So technically, the one more. And of course, the big iconic role that a lot of people know you for is that of Miss Catwoman. And I had the great pleasure. You have no idea the pleasure that I had. When we were getting Lee made up. I said, "So what do you think of Anne Hathaway as Catwoman?" And she had not seen the trailer. She hadn't seen a photograph.
Seen anything.
And I was like, "Get me an iPad!" And so
quickly. So we saw that little snippet, but it really didn't show anything.
No, because that was the early one.
Yeah. So
it was an early trailer. And now that have you seen the more extended trailer?
No,
I'll have to send it to you.
No, yeah, please.
Yeah,
because I can't wait to see it.
Right.
I love the movies. I just. When they went so dark after ours, ours was kid friendly and family friendly and all of that, and it was all the pow suckle, and it was high camp, and just great fun. But when I went to the first one, I went, "Oh, good heavens, children can't see this," You just, but they progressively have gotten more interesting, and I think very intriguing, and of course all the special effects that they can do now, and all of the wonderful aerobatics and all of the things that can be done with CGI and all that. I think it's wonderful. So.
I think, and what I love is that Christopher Nolan, I really feel like he did pay homage to your Catwoman in the look of the costume. And
I hope so. I hope
think that and it's smart too. It's not that what Halle Berry did.
Well, no, Halle it was a sexy outfit, and they went right for that. And, you can't blame them. You have a woman that looks like that, and a body like that.
Right, true.
Go for it.
It's funny because I remember my parents. The Batman movie came on, and so I watched it on television, and then when I saw the series, I was completely incensed that you weren't in the series.
Oh.
And so you were always my favorite.
Oh.
You'll never forget your first.
Thank you. Well, I did. I was asked to be in the second year of the series. Julie Newmar did the first year. Then they did the movie to capitalize on it really fast, and for some reason Julie couldn't do the movie, and I was one of 100 or 150 women that auditioned.
Wow.
And I was lucky enough to get it. And then when they asked me to do the second year of the series, I was doing Time Tunnel. I had already signed on the dotted line for Time Tunnel, but that was fun. And heavens, they got Eartha Kitt. Are you kidding? And not too shabby.
Yeah.
she was wonderful. And I did get to meet her.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, that was wonderful. Yeah.
Well, so we have a couple questions.
Oh, goody.
And these are good.
Oh,
the first one's from your daughter. How much did you enjoy your chocolate souffle for
I'm still paying for it. I don't think I can fit it into my pants.
Which leads directly to my next question from Miss Kathy Deach, who plays Taylor Jackson.
Oh.
Did you meet Kathy?
I
don't know if...
Very briefly, I think we did, but I'm not really sure.
She was first up.
Yeah.
She's the one whose husband is... There might be some sort of relationship between you two. No, well, not that kind of relationship, but there might be some sort of familial relationship between and her in the series. She wants to know, and I love this question because I know part of the answer. How do you look so freaking amazing? Frigging amazing. You have to answer this question.
Well, I don't know.
You work out.
I've been yes, I do. I work out. I try to get to the gym, and I really do have a trainer. His name is Tom Menuza, and he just
Tom Menuza,
and yes, and he really is good, and he's got me back into shape, and I really do try and make it 3 days a week. And tell her thanks, and maybe I won't get a little work done.
The day that we shot, we were shooting up in this up many flights of stairs. And when we first got there, I didn't realize how many flights of stairs there were. I'm like, well, we're going to have to pick Lee up and carry her upstairs. And Lee's like, I've already been to the gym this morning. She was like up above everybody else, like walking faster than everybody else. And then one last question here. I don't know that I want to answer this question. What attracted you to the project? And does it stretch you as an actress? Because I'm afraid she's going to... What attracted you to your project, and do you think it's it will, hopefully, in series.
And I wish you so much good luck with it. I really think it's worthwhile. I think it, it read very well, and I thought it was a job. It was a job that they really want me, and I didn't have to read for it or anything, and I was very pleased. Those don't come as often as you might think they do.
Right.
So, and it was fun doing it, and pleased with it. And where do I sign for the future?
What would you like to see? What would you like to see happen with your character?
Oh heavens! To continue on.
That's a good answer.
Don't kill me off in the second round. Let me take care of a few other people.
I'll give you a little spoiler alert here. This, because it's good. It's good. This is, your the person that you were in the scene with, James Logan, amazing actor, amazing stuntman. We're shooting a video with him in a couple of days. When Jesse James Rice, who edited the pilot, we were watching it, and I just kept going. I was behind him. I was going. And he's like, what? He stopped at one point. He just stopped. He goes, what? And I went, we can't kill James. And he's too good. So we.
Well, I aimed.
You aimed
poorly.
You aimed very poorly. It's going to be more of a flesh wound. Maybe some shoulder action. But James was so good in the pilot that we realized we couldn't. I had a whole storyline that was going to involve him and that in the water, and there's a whole other little sub thing that we took out because of we re-edited it. Remember the water stuff that she did with the water? She did something bad to the water, and
I wasn't really very nice.
She so we were going to James's story.
Love to act against type.
Right. How many villains have you played? Like out and out bad villains.
I played a couple actually. I played. Well, good heavens, Catwoman.
Yeah.
But I've done about 4 or 5 through the years. Usually, they do cast a type pretty much, and that's pretty much me, being nice and wholesome and blah 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 and all that, which is really boring.
And right now, we're here in the theater for the Fantastics.
Yes,
where you're in rehearsals for.
I'm going to be playing the Mute. And it's the first time I've ever showed up first reading, knowing all my lines.
And you have your one. Are you still traveling with your one-woman show?
Oh yes,
Spoon River.
The women of Spoon River, their voices from the Hill, and I just got word that I'm going to be in the New York Theater Festival, the Fringe.
The Fringe?
Yes.
When are you? Do you know when you're playing?
August. Somewhere between the 10th. And the 18th.
Oh, that's great. I have friends in New York. Oh, that's great.
Oh, yes.
And when do you open Fantastics?
Fantastics will open sometime in late September.
Okay, wow. You got to... Oh, wow.
Yes. I will have to be away for a period of time, but they have a great gal here, Maria Kress, who will stand in for me.
Okay, good.
And she'll take notes if we change of them. Because by the time I think I leave, they'll have it pretty well staged and all, and but then any changes, well, hopefully but at least I don't have to worry about any lines.
Yeah, that's true.
I just have to do a lot of movement.
Well, again, thank you for supporting our little movie. Thank you
pleasure.
for being a part of my little
yes,
movie.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Are all your producers lined up?
No, we're looking for some of those money people. Yeah, so.
All right. Well, we'll talk.
Good. Well, good. Thank you.